Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Come on. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, we started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or it's 2 o'clock. Instead of 10 this morning, had some errands to do, and I did not want to rush on either side of that. And so I said, I tell you what, let's just do this afternoon. And maybe there's somebody that has not been able to be with us at 10 o'clock, and this 2 o'clock is just like right on time for somebody. Let's get ready to go, guys. Let's go. It's just good to be here. Happy Thankful Thursday, everybody. I'm Dr. Sims, America's #1 personal development expert. Get those notebooks. Y'all know the drill. Let's go. Good afternoon. Happy Thankful Thursday. Y'all come on in. There we go. Sounds good. Y'all come on. Hey, Sister Mary. Hey, Pastor Leonard. How y'all doing? Good afternoon. Let's go. Let's go. It's been a little chilly today, so I had to throw on one of my golfing jackets. Let's go, everybody. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Come on, somebody. Y'all, come on. Y'all ready? Hey, make sure you got your copy of Walking Purpose Grow Rich, my practical guide to discovering what your purpose is. We are excited about our challenge. Hey, Donna, y'all come on. Hey, Miss Vanessa. Hey, Gracie Baxter. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Facebook. Good afternoon, Periscope. And good afternoon, YouTube. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing? Are you doing all right? Well, today we're on day 16 of this challenge. What have we been talking about? You know what happened about, 17 days ago? You know what happened? We were walking, and while we were walking, we had an epiphany. And we were like, we know that we're going to be in quarantine another 30 days. So I said, let's do a challenge. Let's do a 30-day challenge. And the 30-day challenge consists of what I was talking about that day. It'll be disheartening to get to the top of your mountain only to find out it's the wrong mountain. And I said, let's do a 30-day challenge, a purpose challenge. Am I climbing the right mountain? And so this week we're talking about, how do I stay sharp, Dr. Sam? Okay, I've discovered my purpose. I've been through my resume. I've been through my mission statement. They don't match. I've gotten in touch with my life coach. I'm listening. I'm tuned in with Dr. Sims. Last week, you taught us how to stay on purpose, or how to live in purpose, and how to live on purpose. So this week, once we get there, once we gain momentum, how do I stay sharp, Dr. Sims? How do I stay sharp? How do I do that, Dr. Sam? And so we talked about SHARP. And the S was for synergize. Everything in your purpose has to fit together. H is, what kind of habits do you have? And yesterday we talked about attitude. And yesterday, it was quiet yesterday. Today is going to be another one of those discussions that's going to make everybody like. What we're talking about today is, I will be responsible. Okay. Get your notebooks. You ought to have your workbook. And you ought to have a notebook. I got notebooks now that'll go along with the workbook when you get a workbook. Or you could get the Living Motivated, get your notebook journal. You get it standalone. And that's on my website. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. So what are we going to be talking about today? Responsibility. There are two thoughts I want to hit with you before we get into our notes today. There are two thoughts I want to hit you with. The first thought is, responsible people, when you're responsible, you handle your business. Again, like we talked about yesterday and the day before and Monday, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. They trust you. If someone invests in themselves with you, they are trusting you to handle your business. Come on, Periscope. Come on, Facebook. Come on, YouTube. You got to handle your business. Come on, Sister Gracie. Gracie knew that Brother Baxter handled his business. Brother Baxter knew Sister Baxter would handle her business. And we know God today. God is a responsible God. God handles his business. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. The first things that you say of responsible people, oh, they handle business. Handle your business. You living on purpose. You handle your business. That is, if you take a vertical slice across every responsible person you know, the one thing that sticks out, they handle business. When they say it's done, it's done. You don't have to look over their shoulder. They pay attention to the details. Oh, I'm getting strong in that area now. I'm strong in that area now. That was a weakness of mine when I worked at the nuclear plant. Oh, but I handle business now because if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. Come on, where are my responsible people at? Hey, Tabitha, if you don't handle it, it's not going to get done. We just getting started today. And I thought I'd come on this afternoon. I had some things to do this morning. So I said, I tell you what, let's broadcast this afternoon. Let's switch it up a little bit. I've been on in the morning, but today I said, let's come on at 2 o'clock. And maybe we'll catch some people that can't catch us in the morning. But people, what we're talking about today, Tab, what we're talking about today is, how do I stay sharp? The R in sharp is I will be responsible. Hey, Kay. Amen. God is a responsible God. We need to be responsible. If you say you're going to do something, do it. We're going to talk about that in a moment. People that are responsible, they keep their promises. They keep their word. Write that in your notes. Amen, Tab. People that write this in your notes. I don't have this, but I'm going to add that to my notes to make, Brother Anthony White. People that are responsible handle their business. We're talking about being responsible today. Especially when you're living on purpose, especially if you're in a position of leadership, people expect you to handle business. No winking, no blinking, no shucking and jiving. People that are responsible. When you're living on purpose, how do you stay sharp? Handle your business. That's the first thought. The second thought is responsible people don't make excuses. They make things happen. Come on, somebody. Responsible people make things happen. Hey, Michael. Responsible people, they handle business and they don't make excuses. They don't point fingers. They don't pass the buck. And we'll talk about that in a moment. Responsible people, they don't make excuses. They make things happen. And that's why Brother Anthony White is going to be a good mayor of Quincy. Eventually he's going to be governor. And maybe one day he's going to run for president. But people like Anthony White make things happen. See, you don't want to deal with people that just talk about it. You want to deal with people that are about it. Talk. What's the saying? Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. Come on, Sis Baxter. You don't deal with people that are wishy-washy, that are iffy, that talk more than they do. Write this in your notes. We've talked about this last week. 2/3 of God's name is go and do. Come on, somebody. 2/3 of God's name is go and do. Amen, Mayor White. 2/3 of God's name is go and do. Too many people talk a good game, but they have nothing to back it up. And sometimes America is good for that. Oh, we have a whole lot of whistles and bells. But when the rubber needs to meet the road, you need reliability. You don't need showmanship. You need reliability. Oh, come on, somebody. So what are we talking about today? Am I climbing the right mountain? Today is day 16 of our challenge. We've already been through days 1 through 15. We're on day 16 now. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about preparation. And this is what Brother Anthony White has done all of his life. He's prepared for now. Everything, write this in your notes. Everything you have been through has prepared you for your next, for your now. Oh, come on, somebody. We'll deal with that tomorrow. Everything you've been through has prepared you for now. Let me jot that down. Everything you've been through, put that in your notes. Everything you have been through has prepared you for now. We'll talk about that tomorrow. What you went through was not in vain. What does 1 Corinthians 15:58 say, Brother White, Pastor White? Knowing that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Everything you've been through has prepared you for now. Why some of us are not worried and not pulling our hair out? Well, I can't. I don't have any. Why, hey Lori, why some of us are not really running around frantic? Because we're prepared. Oh, come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. See, when you're prepared, you're not panicked. Let me write that down. When you're prepared, you're not panicked. And this is for tomorrow. I'm getting ahead for tomorrow. What are we talking about today? We're talking about being responsible today. Lori, you're right on time. What are we talking about today? We're talking about how do you stay sharp? The R, hey Joanna, the R is responsible. This week we've talked about how do I stay sharp? How do I keep this momentum that I picked up? I'm living on purpose now. I'm fired up. I'm enthused. I'm excited. Listen, guys, let me chase this rabbit. Let me swerve. If you do not come out of this quarantine more excited, more enthused, more on fire, more purpose to live on purpose, more honed in, your attitude is right, your mindset is right. If you don't come out of this quarantine more on fire, you have not lacked time, you have lacked desire. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm fired up right now. I couldn't wait to get to y'all today. I had some errands to run this morning. I did not want to shortchange y'all, so I shifted the time. And thank you, Miss Vanessa, for alerting everybody of our new time today. And so what are we talking about today? We're talking about being responsible. Come on, Tab. We're talking about being responsible today. Responsible people handle their business. Come on, Jerome. Responsible people handle their business. One thing I love about Brother White, he's my icon today. He's my wingman today. One thing I love about Brother White, he handles business. He's responsible. And women are looking for men that are responsible. When you're going to share your life with somebody, especially in a marital relationship, and I got a workbook. We are engaged now with all you ladies and gentlemen that's about to get married. That was a shameless plug. I got a workbook. The 12 commandments you need to obey before you say I do. Hey, Thalia. And a good woman, a woman that's worth her salt, wants a responsible man in her life, and vice versa. Responsible men want responsible women, and vice versa. A woman needs a man in her life she can count on. You need a leader in your life, somebody you can count on. And when you're living on purpose, that's one of your attributes. You handle business. The second thing, Joanne, responsible people don't make excuses. Come on, Tab. Responsible people, Joanna. Responsible people, Jerome. Responsible people don't make excuses. We make things happen. We don't look at obstacles. We look at opportunities. Come on, somebody. Responsible people. We can work through that. We don't have time for excuses. We've made enough excuses. Time out. We've made enough excuses. That's why a lot of us are in the shape that we're in. That's an entirely different conversation. We've made enough excuses. I'm first in that line. Made enough. Time out for excuses. We got to make things happen, especially now that 22 million people have filed for unemployment. Something's got to give. You can no longer go back to that old job you didn't like anyway. I hope I'm throwing shade on some folks. You complained about that job all this time, and now it's gone. Oh, now you're at home. Oh, I wish I had a job to go to. Come on now. I said it yesterday. God can't please everybody. There's some folks God can't even please. Come on. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about being responsible. And the reason we're doing this challenge, am I climbing the right mountain? Am I serving the right purpose? Am I climbing the right mountain? When you get to the top of your mountain, I believe one of the worst feelings in the world would be to get to the top of this mountain only to find out it's the wrong mountain. Let's sit here for a second. We expend a lot of energy, a lot of time, and a lot of resources climbing our mountain. One day you want to hear God say, well done, my good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few things, now I make you rule over many. But what if God says, you were on the wrong mountain? You did good, you did awesome, but you served the wrong purpose. And see, that's why a lot of people are burned out and frustrated and aggravated and feeling some kind of way, Rich Homie Quan. Because you're climbing the wrong mountain. There's no joy. If there's no joy climbing the mountain, if Brother White doesn't find joy in serving the public, go ahead and hang your head up right now. If there's no joy in what you're doing the wrong thing. Now, that's not the best indicator, because you can have passion without purpose, but you can't have purpose without passion. Come on, somebody. And you've been passionate about some things, but that was not necessarily your purpose. We talked about that several days ago. So go to my YouTube channel, drwaltersim.tv, and go back to day one and get caught up before we get to tomorrow. So, here we go. There we go. All right. So what are we talking about? Day 16. What are we talking about today? Be responsible. There you go. There you go. There you go. Come on, bro White. Be responsible. See, this timeout has been a blessing for some people. You were on the verge of some dark things. You were on the verge of giving up, but God called a timeout. Oh, come on, somebody. This might be your fourth quarter, and God called an official timeout. Come on, somebody. Come on, help me preach, bro White. God called a timeout. Said, hey, hold up. God has called an official timeout for some folks, and it was right on time. Some of y'all are sitting back. Some of y'all in better shape now than you were 16 days ago, 20 days ago, 3 months ago. Some of y'all in good shape right now. But when you're responsible, if you don't do it, it's not going to get done for your purpose. Nobody's going to go hard for you. Nobody is going to get you up and study for you. Nobody's going to make sure you're following your diet, drinking enough water. That's your responsibility. What do we teach our children? We are teaching our children. If you have children, every day you are teaching your children to be responsible. They're not going to be with you always. You are preparing your child to leave the nest. Come on, LaTanya. Hey, McKay. You're preparing your child, and they call it the empty nest syndrome, because mothers and fathers, what we are basically doing is we're preparing our children to leave us. And one of the main things you're doing is teaching them to be what? Responsible. And especially when you're living on purpose, you have to be responsible. That's how you stay sharp. If I don't do it, it's not going to get done. What did Mordecai tell Esther? If not you, who? Look in the mirror today. When this broadcast is over, look in the mirror. Go in the bathroom. Look in the mirror. Put your happy face on and say, listen, if not you, who? Woo, I feel good this afternoon. If not you, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Who's going to carry this mantle for such a time as this? Who is going to do it? If not you, Esther, you have become queen for such a time as this. God has called you for such a time as this. Come on, somebody. Come on. Are y'all with me? Come on, Facebook. Come on, YouTube. Come on, Periscope. If not you, who? Come on. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Oh, I'm having a good time. Are you with me? Come on, Periscope. Come on, YouTube. Are y'all with me? Oh, it's good to see everybody with me this afternoon. Y'all ready to dive in? Get your notebooks. Are you ready to dive in? There you go. Yes. You have to be responsible, because if you don't do it, when we were in school, Brother White, Tab, Miss Vanessa, everybody, when you're in school, who's going to make sure you do your homework? When you get to college, those teachers don't care. Hey, Baker, those teachers don't care if you do your homework or not. You paying tuition. That's if you do your work or not, it's all good. They're not going to babysit you. I tell 8th graders that I mentor. They're not, listen, they're not going to babysit you. Hello, somebody. You feel me? I am responsible. If you do not do it, it will not get done. You feel me? If you do not do it, it will not get done. When you're responsible. I am responsible. Your next is requiring you to be someone that you have yet to become. Woo! I am responsible. Your next is requiring you to be someone that you have yet to become. Your only competition. There you go. Your only competition is to be better tomorrow than you are today. Y'all, I'm on fire right now. I am responsible. That's why personal development is just that, personal. What does Big Mama tell us growing up? I'm old school. I'm from the South. And Big Mama said every tub must sit on its own bottom. Have to be driven. Y'all take notes. I think FedEx is at the door. Y'all write that in your notes. All right now. Okay. Yes, awesome. Oh God, it's good. I'll open this later. Yes. Oh, FedEx. Oh, hey, the truck's still rolling. Life is still going on, y'all. Woo, I'm excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I ordered a new mic. Santa. Oh, I got a new mic. Oh, Lysol. And see, when I get a box, I got my Lysol. That's my new microphone. You have to be driven. Oh, come on now. Who pushed Jesus? Who pushed the prophets of old? Who pushed all the people that we put on high pedestals? It has to be something within. Oh, come on, somebody. Personal development is just that. It's personal. I am responsible. When you're responsible, you're proactive and not reactive. Oh, come on. Y'all help me now. Help me. When you're responsible, you're proactive and not reactive. And we're going to talk about how do you become more responsible in a moment. Are y'all ready? Come on, Wilma. Wilma, come on. Come on. You got boom. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Proactive. What did I just say a minute ago? They make things happen. When you're responsible, you make things happen. You don't wait. You know, you hear people saying, I'm gonna wait till my ship come. Responsible people jump out in the water and swim out to the ship. Hello? I could have been kicked back every day doing absolutely nothing. But what have you and I been doing for the last 16 days? Come on. Come on, Michael. What have we been doing? We have been in a challenge. We've been honing in on our purpose. We've been sharpening our piece of iron. We could have just been sitting on the couch, chilling. Some people's favorite song is sitting on the dock of the bay, watching time roll away. That's what a lot of people are doing. You do not want to have the Methuselah syndrome. And all the Bible says about Methuselah is that he lived and died. See, a lot of people that admire you, Brother White, for running for a political office, the same people that admire you, they're jealous of you at the same time. But write this in your notes. Many people that are jealous of your fruit are not jealous of the work to till the garden. Oh, come on, somebody. Come on, Tab. Come on. My calling is not singing, but I got musical Tourette's. See, a lot of people, Miss Vanessa, a lot of people are jealous of your harvest, but they're not jealous of your hard work to dig that garden up. Oh, come on now. A lot of people that say, ooh, I admire you, they're jealous of you. They're not jealous of your hard work. They're not jealous of those classes Brother White got to take. They're not jealous of the studying Brother White's got to do. They're not jealous of the work it has taken me to put all this together, but they want to sit on the side and talk about, ooh, oh, I wish I was doing that. No, hello. A lot of people hate on our presidents. A lot of people hate on the Oprah Winfrey, the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncés of the world. But do you know how much work that takes? I was looking up the life of the young lady that played in Coming to America. Coming to America 2 is coming out. And it went over her career. And I watched House Party the other night. And Tisha Campbell was doing an interview, and she had taken professional acting classes. So when she just appeared on the television in House Party and then eventually Martin, she had just not started acting. Oh, come on, somebody. So a lot of times we look at the icon, we look at the person, the man or the woman, and don't realize it takes work to be on purpose. Come on, somebody. When you're responsible, you're proactive and not reactive. Okay, Dr. Sims, how do I become more responsible? We got about 10 more minutes. So, Dr. Sims, I hear you. How do I become more responsible? Now, you painted this picture. How do I become more responsible? Are y'all ready? Wilma, you ready? Miss Vanessa, y'all ready? Tab, you ready? Michael, you ready? How do I become, Kay, you ready? Because I don't know is not a good answer. I don't know. That's not an answer. Not knowing in 2020, April 16th, not knowing today is not an excuse. Ignorance is not bliss. That's not going to be an alibi when you stand before the Lord. Well, Lord, I did not know. Really? Really? All those signs, all those people I sent your way. Well, Lord, I just didn't know. Okay. There's a chip. There's a chip in every man, and it's called a soul. See, God put a chip in us a long time ago. Come on, somebody. God put a chip in us a long time ago when he breathed into our nostrils. Oh, there's some talk on the street now that they want to put a chip in every human. Well, let me tell you, man, you're about 6,000 years late. Let me slow down. Man, let me tell you, man, you're about 6,000 years late because God has already put a chip in us. So when he walked through the garden in Genesis 3 and asked Adam, where are you? It was already on his iPad. And the blip was on the screen, on the radar where Adam was. Oh, come on, somebody. Do you feel me? So how do I become more responsible, Dr. Sims? Number one, be accountable. Be accountable. I mean, we just read a few minutes ago that some of the people, some of the entities that have prepared taxes for individuals are receiving their stimulus checks. And some of them has not talked to those individuals and they kept the money for themselves. And now they're going to be charged for fraud. See, that's not accountability. Because what they have done now is short circuit the rest of their business. Their Yelp rating is in the dirt now. Okay? When you're responsible, you are accountable. Okay, I did it. Even when God caught Adam and Eve hand in the cookie jar, they pointing fingers at Adam. Adam blamed God. The woman blamed the snake. The snake didn't have anybody to blame. Come on. Be accountable and be here. That's exactly right. If that's on my watch, if I have to watch that on my wife, if I gotta watch your child on my wife, oh, that child gonna be taken very well care. That child gonna be taken care of. And that's why I'm Larry to babysit, because I have to act like that child is mine. Whatever you've been put in charge of, we're managers. That's all we are. We don't own anything. We're just managers. Families, relationship, business, money, wealth, riches, purpose, whatever your gifting is. Let me chase the rest. Add this to your notes. And I don't know if I made a slide for this, but how to become responsible, you have to guard your gifting, guard your anointing. Do y'all feel me? Oh, I wish I had more time to do this. I may pick up some more tomorrow. How do I become more responsible, Dr. Sam? Be present. Be here now. Don't worry about tomorrow. Even God has taught us this in Matthew 6. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Be present today. The only time we have, we don't know how this corona is going to go. We know what is done up to this. It hasn't even moved the needle yet. It says 2 million people globally have been impacted by the coronavirus. 2 million over 7 billion is still a small number. There you go. There you go. Come on, somebody. Guard your gifting. Come on, Pastor Sims. Guard your gifting. Be present. Be here now. If you slice time right now, this is a perfect moment in time. You're healthy, you're wealthy, you're wise, you're clothed in your right mind. The next moment, I can't give an account of the next moment. All I have is right now. Tomorrow is in the womb. Yesterday is in the tomb. Time may have a miscarriage, and your tomorrow may never be born. I can't be held in account of tomorrow. I can plan for it, fine. But all I can give an account of right now is right now. And right now, this is Thankful Thursday. Right now, everything is all right. Come on, somebody. Right now, right now I got enough toilet paper. Right now I got enough hand sanitizer. Right now I got enough water. Right now I got enough some tea. Right now I got enough clothes to put on my back. Right now I got enough gas in the car. Right now everything is all right. Woo! Come on, Gloria. Come on, Pastor Sam. All I can give an account of is right now. That's all we got. I got everything. This moment in time, everything is perfect. At this moment in time, right now. To be responsible, I'm accountable for right now. I don't know about tomorrow, but I know the one who holds tomorrow. So I got him on my payroll, or I'm on his payroll. All right. So I got him. I'm good right now. That's one gift we don't have, Brother White, Pastor White. That's one gift I don't have, foretelling the future. I don't have that spiritual gift. And good thing we don't have it. Now we got all kind of gizmos to help us prognosticate and guesstimate and estimate. But only God knows tomorrow. Oh, come on, somebody. Are y'all with me on Periscope and Facebook? Are y'all with me? Come on, Wilma. Oh, come on, Wilma. Y'all with me? Come on, Brother Carol. Come on, Pastor Vickers. We're talking about being responsible today. Y'all with me? Come on, Sis Baxter. How do I become more? Let me go back to let y'all get caught up. So we're talking about today is being responsible. So how do I be responsible, more responsible, Dr. Sims? One thing we talked about, Brother Kara, come on, Gamaska, is we handle business. When you're responsible, you handle business. And responsible people, we don't make excuses. We make things happen. Come on, Brother Wayne White. So how do I become more responsible? How do I stay sharp, Dr. Sims? The R in sharp, responsible. How do I become more responsible? I'm accountable. I am accountable, and I'm held accountable. And it's unfortunate, President Trump fired the man that's supposed to be watchdogging this whole stimulus expenditure process. But anyway, that's another conversation. And Brother White, when you get in office, be accountable. Because doesn't the Bible say, if you're going to be a servant, that you be found faithful? When my daddy passed at his home going 5 years ago this August, that church was full of preachers, full of people that have met my dad. And the one thing that everybody said about my dad was that he was faithful. So be accountable. If you're going to be responsible, you're going to be doing your purpose, living on purpose, be responsible. Number 2, be present. The only thing I can give an account of right now is I'm here right now. You got to show up. What do I love about that man at the pool of Bethesda for 38 years? He wasn't able to get into this hot spring, but every year he showed up. Oh, come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. When you're responsible, you show up. You are on record of being where you're supposed to be. Come on, somebody. If you're going to hold office, hold office. If you're going to pastor. If you're going to teach. If you're going to sing. Be where you're supposed to be. A lot of us are missing blessings because we're in the wrong place at the wrong time. How many people sitting in jail right now because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong somebody? That's a whole nother conversation. We got about 10 more minutes. How do I become more responsible? Be dependable. What did we talk about the other day? Consistency. Consistency builds trust. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. Be dependable. People don't want you to be right all the time. They want you to be dependable. Pastor Sims, he's not right all the time, but we can depend on him. He's going to have something to say. Now, you may not agree with him. You may not follow his plan of attack, but we can count on him. I love football, and and this running back, they were at practice one day, and the coach said, "Bobby, if I need 2 yards, what you gonna give me?" He said 2 yards. He said, "Bobby, what if I need 4 yards? What you gonna give me?" 2 yards. He said, "Wait a minute, Bobby, if I need 6 yards, what you gonna give me?" 2 yards, coach. And everybody laughed. But what this meant is that if the coach need 2 yards, he can count on Bobby. If I need a touchdown, I can count on Brother White. If I need a touchdown, I can count on Gamaska. If I need a touchdown, I can count on Brother Carroll. If I need a touchdown, I can count on y'all that's been following me and rocking with me for the last 16 days. I need y'all now, y'all. I need y'all. I need to depend on y'all. I need to depend on y'all. God has put y'all in my life for a reason. God has put me in your life for a reason. How do I become more responsible? Be on time. There's no such thing as CP time. There's no such thing as WP time. There's just time. One of my mentors, one of my teachers when I was in high school told me, she said, "Walter, if you on time, you already late." Miss Gordon, my English teacher, never forget her. Who is Caesar that we may worship him? Et tu, Brute? Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. I remember that poem like it was yesterday. But be on time. Jesus, he may not come as Big Mama. He may not come when you want him, but he's always right on time. You need to be on time. I value time. I value people's time. Because let me swerve on y'all real quick. If you have a meeting at 8 o'clock and you show up at 8:30, but you told everybody you're gonna be there at 8 o'clock and you show up at 8:30, you just lied. You're a liar. Because when you're late, you don't value your time, and you definitely don't value the other person's time. A lot of things happen at the beginning of a thing, and if you're not on time, you've already missed it. That man that showed up at the pool of Bethesda this day, he was on time. And Jesus, when Jesus passed, he saw that he had been there a long time. He was on time. I'm big about that. Pastor Vickers and I worked at a place. We couldn't be late. If we were anything, now we could show up to work and not do anything all day. That was not as offensive as being late. Come on, Brother Vickers. Not that we did that. But we worked in a place you had to be on time. Now, you can work till the cows come home. They didn't worry about the end, but you had to be at work. You had to be on shift on time, preferably early. A lot of people are missing God today because they're late. See, this week is where the rubber meets the road. This week is where the rubber meets the road. And we're not fulfilling our purpose is because we are not, some of our lives is just so raggedy. And this quarantine time, hopefully you have had some time to get some things in order. Because you have not really lacked time, you've lacked desire. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. How do I become more responsible, Dr. Sim? Manage the least like it's the most. Woo! Come through. Come through. The Lord put this on my heart this morning about midnight. What did Jesus say? If you are faithful over few things, I'll make you rule over many. I've pastored a small congregation for 20-some years, plus 25 plus years. And I pastored them like it's a 1,000-member congregation. How you do anything is how you do everything. Manage the least like it's the most. When Pastor White becomes mayor of Quincy, he has to rule and reign over that like it's New York City. And if he manages Quincy, he can manage Alabama. And if he can manage Alabama, he can manage the United States of America. God bless America. Oh, come on, somebody. Do you feel me? Yes, manage the least like it's the most. Do y'all feel that? That's what responsible people do. If I got $1, manage it like it's $1 million. A lot of people say, Lord, if I win the lottery, I'll give God a tenth of $100 million. Well, listen, if you don't tithe on $100, how you gonna tithe on $100 million? Come on, somebody. Oh, we do a lot of talking, don't we? How do I become more responsible, Dr. Tim? Take ownership. Own your ish. This is G-rated. Don't pass the buck. When I do marital coaching and premarital coaching, and when I do counseling, when I talk to people, rarely do I hear individuals say, it's my fault. Now, you have people all day pointing the finger outward, but rarely do you have individuals that point the finger inward. I've had to own a lot of stuff in my day. When I got fired 5 years ago, April 17th, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, tomorrow, 5 years ago tomorrow, I got fired from the nuclear plant. Come on, Pat. And when I got fired, when I drove off on the plant, my little ego wanted to rise up. But I had to fall back and say, you know what? I wasn't the best employee for 30 years. I've taken material from work. I've done work, personal stuff at work. I would come in a little late, leave a little early, stay long for lunch. Man, there was a restaurant down the street on Wednesday. She had a fudge chocolate cake. We'll spend an hour at lunch. It was only supposed to be 30 minutes. Couldn't leave the site. I would talk at work instead of work. I gotten better. The latter part of my tenure, I got a better mindset. And when I got a better mindset, that's when God moved me. So I wasn't the best employee. Haven't been the best husband. Haven't been the best father. Haven't been the best pastor. I own my ish. But I'm telling you this. I'm working on me. Every day I'm getting a little bit better. I'm a better friend today. I value relationships better today. I'm becoming a better son. I hadn't always been the best son. It was so funny one time, Tab, Pastor White, Pastor Vickers, Miss Baxter. One day my mama called me and I sent her voice. That's right, Pastor. I sent her the voicemail. And so she let a couple of days pass, and then she texted me. She said, Lil Walter called Mama 911. I had to pull the car over, and I called and said, Mama, what's wrong? Felicia told me how to get you. And so she tripped me. I said, who taught you how to do that? Your baby sister. But responsible people take ownership. Oh, my daddy cured us of saying it wasn't me. One day, we were throwing rocks in the yard before he got home and broke the bedroom window. And so we said, oh, this day we're going to tell the truth who did it. And my dad, when he pulled in the driveway and when he saw that broken window, he said, I tell you what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get all of you there. And I know I got the right one. And we were like, that ruined that strategy. But you got to own your ish. Don't pass the buck. Say, people love leaders and people that's fulfilling their purpose. People love it when people fall on their own sword and say, you know what? Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me. My bad. Because you're not going to always be right. How do I become more responsible? Dr. Sim, last thing, no more excuses. No more excuses. No more excuses. All right, your homework for tonight. And tomorrow we're talking about preparation. Tomorrow we're talking about preparation. Prepare people, don't panic. Oh, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Prepare people, don't panic. We dealing with that thing tomorrow. Any questions for me today? How much work are you doing on you? What if we talked about all this talking and all this, a little preaching I did today? Come on, Wilma. That's right. That's exactly right. What have we talked about today? Being responsible. That's all we've talked about today. Something I haven't told you anything new. I may have wrapped it in a prettier package, but I haven't told you anything new today. How do you stay sharp? Be responsible. And what kind of work? Hey, Michelle, we wrapping up, Michelle. How much work are you doing on you? How much work are you doing? A complete overhaul. How much work are you doing on you? That's what we've been working on, Pastor Goodmaskers. That's what we've been working on these last 16 days. That's a complete overhaul. If you haven't been doing what you're supposed to be doing this time out, thank you, Tab. This time out, come on. And if you want to get a copy of this workbook, paypal.me/DrWalterSim/35. Miss Vanessa put that in a bubble for me. And that includes shipping and handling. I was at the post office yesterday, mailed 2 books yesterday, and with the book, you're going to get a journal. Now, if you want to get the journal by itself, that's $10 plus shipping and handling. That'd be $16. So instead of the 35, put a 16 and say you want a notebook, and message me your mailing address. And I head straight to the post office and drop this in the mail to you. We've had a good time. So a lot of y'all should be calling me and say, Dr. Sam, I need a complete overhaul. I need some help, Doc. I need some help. Jesus was a life coach. Paul had a life coach in Barnabas. Because Barnabas had to get his mind right, Paul's mind right, because he's a new preacher, new pastor. And he had never done anything I did. I used to crucify the church, kill Christians. And now I got to empower Christians. I take them from death to life. Oh, come on, somebody. Thank you, Pastor White. We'll be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. in the morning, and we're going to be dealing with preparation in the morning. And that's what Pastor White is doing now. He's preparing himself for his next. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Y'all, go like my YouTube channel, drwaltersim.tv. Subscribe to it, and we'll be here in the morning at 10 o'clock. And we'll be on day 17 tomorrow. But today we talked about being responsible. But if you want to get caught up, go to my YouTube channel to get you caught up. All right? And you remember, if you want to stay high, if you stay high on life, life going to stay high on you. See you in the morning.